Man of Sacrifice. Cinematographers have a weakness for films that are based on true events. However, the mere fact that the story actually happened in real life doesn't automatically make the movie better. After all, the plot may be not interesting enough, or it may be adapted to screen in a really flawed way. Whether the story is true or not is not that important. What's really important is the way filmmakers choose to tell the story and keep the intrigue going. What really counts is whether they can emotionally engage the audience and create fleshed out characters that make you empathize with them. Man of Sacrifice shows us what happens if filmmakers fail to transform reality into art. Man of Sacrifice is based on a true story of a bomber that was committing his crimes in the city of Yu-Zhang in 2015. In the film, the criminal's name is Peng. His bombing are an act of revenge against the shady businessman Li Dongxing, who kidnapped and accidentally killed his daughter. Pan plans one bomb after another, determined to kill not only Li, but his daughter as well. To clean up all this mess are two D-miners, Ma Jing and Yu-Zhang. And by the way, Ma Jing's wife is about to give birth. The film has a disorienting beginning. It throws the viewer in the middle of the story. The filmmakers decided not to waste time introducing the characters and explaining their motivations. As a result, you're having a hard time figuring out what's going on the screen. As the movie progresses, you're beginning to bridge the gaps, but as you're doing that, the film is not becoming any more engaging. The problem is, filmmakers intentionally opted for a dry, reporter-style narration. Another factor in the mix is the Chinese censorship that despises any attempts to portray law enforcement officers as real people with their inner demons. They're expected to be superheroes who don't know what fear or doubt is. Ma Jing, for example, repeatedly chooses his duty over his pregnant wife. As for Yu-Zhang, he's at the start of his career and still lacks the understanding that a police officer must be ready to risk his life at any minute, even if it may end with his death. Strict censorship rules apply to all Chinese cop movies, but somehow they didn't stop Johnny To from making the exciting and dramatic drug war. As for Zhang Bo, the director of Men of Sacrifice failed to follow suit. His film has two parallel plot lines. In plotline number 1, the cops are tracing the bomber. Plotline number 2 explores a confrontation between two fathers, one who has already lost his daughter, and the other who is about to lose his. The only time when Men of Sacrifice looks alive is halfway into the movie. There's a peripheral storyline in which one of Li Dongxing aides, a phlegmatic yet totally unlikable gangster in a tracksuit, is trying to protect his boss's daughter. This 10-minute scene reveals a clear influence of the Korean cinema, and as surprising as it may seem, the nameless gangster guy that only has few lines in the whole movie touches you more than any of the main characters.